Hi, this is Karen Reed, your librarian for Psych 132. I'm going to highlight a couple of the fiction titles that are available for your Psych 132 book club assignment. I like and have read all of these books that I am talking to you about. You do not have to select one of the books that I tell you about in this presentation, but I thought I would give you a personal recommendation. The first one is One Amazing Thing. This is from a lot of different character points of view. Nine strangers are trapped by an earthquake. They've all gone to a government agency to obtain visas to go to India, and unfortunately, that agency is in the basement of the building. So they're trapped after the earthquake. They can't get out. They don't have a lot of food. And they're all from different cultural backgrounds. And they all have a bunch of preconceptions about one another. One of them suggests that they start telling stories. Each of them should tell a story of one amazing thing that happened in their life. So they are doing this, and all of a sudden, water starts seeping into the room in which they are trapped. So things have just gone from bad to worse. There are many things you can talk about in this one. The Holdout is another book from multiple points of view. This features the members of a jury who find a man not guilty of kidnapping and murder. They have been sequestered, meaning they have been in a hotel, away from the media, away from their families for about 9 months while they deliberate the trial. So they have no idea that while they've been listening to the evidence, um, the media has been covering the trial. America has made up its mind that the defendant is guilty. So when they find him not guilty, then they go back to the world and they are really held in a lot of disdain. It changes all of their lives. 10 years later, they get together again because a true crime show is doing a series about the murder. And then during that, one of the jurors gets murdered, and our main character gets accused of it. This one has sex scenes, and it has a lot of action, and it has serious scenes. It's pretty fast moving. The Lost Man is one that your instructor recommended to me. I read it this summer. This is set in Australia in the outback, where your nearest neighbor is maybe hundreds of miles away from you. This features three brothers, and our main character, Nathan, has met his younger brother, Bub. On page one, chapter one of the book, you find out that their oldest brother has turned up dead at this place called the Stockman's Grave. And nobody can figure out why he went there with no food and no water. It is a mystery that keeps you guessing. So this one's about social behavior. It's about gender roles as far as what's expected from you as a man, and it's about identity too. Our main character has made a pretty big mistake many years ago, and he's still paying for that mistake. And it has really changed the way that people view him and that he views himself. I really like this one. The next one is the Rosie Project, which coincidentally is also set in Australia. This is a comedy. It features a young man named Don Tillman. He's a genetics professor. He is a brilliant man, although he's well aware that he does not see the world the way that other people see it. He is always being accused possibly of being on the spectrum, although Don doesn't think there's anything wrong with being on the spectrum, and he doesn't identify that way. When people kind of subtly bring it up around him, kind of implying that he's on the spectrum, Don never knows that they are talking about him. He has an extremely funny point of view because of the social cues that he is always missing. John has decided that he needs to find a wife. He has devised a scientifically sound 16-page survey for candidates. He meets the unsuitable Rosie Jarman. She has not come to be a potential wife. She has come to ask for his help, for Don's help in finding her biological father. This was an international bestseller. Prayers for the Stolen is definitely not a comedy, although it is not without humor. In this mountainous region of Mexico, when the men leave to find work opportunities elsewhere, all of the women know that they are never coming back. There are no men left in this town. And the girls end up knowing it too. Their daughters, as they reach adolescence, have to work to make themselves ugly so that they don't get stolen away. When black SUVs appear on the horizon, they know that the narcos are coming and possibly might kidnap them. Our narrator is, her name is Lady Di. I was calling her La Didi throughout the whole book, and then I realized, oh, it's Lady Di. And her mother has named her after the princess. Her mother is quite a character. She's kind of a harsh woman, but when you see the way she lives, you understand why. The mother is a fascinating character. I think it has a cover that kind of looks like a children's book. This is not a children's book. It's kind of a short book, if that is of interest to you. And finally, we have Me Before You. You might have be aware that this was made into a movie. Any of the books on your potential titles list that have been made into movies, those cannot be substituted for reading the book. They're really quite different. This one is about a man who has been paralyzed and it's really changed his life. He's pretty angry about it. Louisa Clark is a woman who has never left her tiny English village and she becomes his companion. She has a wonderful voice. She's a lot of fun. She's free spirited and kind of zany. And I think that you might really enjoy this one. So, whatever book you choose, I'd be more than happy to help you find it. I hope you pick a good one and you enjoy your book discussion.